So it's Sunday, July 26th. I just wanted to catch up with you guys. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the upcoming election. It is quite a travesty, to be sure. But I want to point out to you exactly what happened in 2012 and pretty much every election before that. When you have a really radical candidate that comes forward, like Donald Trump, who's willing to say just about anything, like all Mexicans are murderers and thieves, and that, he calls into question John McCain's military record, which, by itself should stand him out as someone who's willing to say the truth, but not for the reasons that Trump has given. One of the worst things I can say about John McCain is his absolutely horrendous fucking treatment of POW and MIA families after the Vietnam War. And let's not forget, this is the hot dog asshole who was held in captivity, according to some, this is only rumor, according to some who were in prisoner of war camp with him, was treated like royalty in exchange for the information that he gave the enemy and not tortured, as he has alleged. But this is the hot dog that almost blew up and sunk a fucking aircraft carrier because of his hot dog bullshit. And the only reason he got off of that is because he's the son of an admiral who also was the son of a fucking admiral. Here's a guy who's nothing but a hate monger, a fucking warmonger, and a total sack of shit. But you won't hear Donald Trump talk about any of those things. Instead, he'll talk about peripheral stuff. But remember, Donald Trump is merely there to serve as something that people can point to and look at and gape over because of his ridiculous and outlandish things that he says. Okay? This way, it takes away from the equally ludicrous, wildly right-wing bullshit of all of the other candidates, who, by comparison, seem to be almost normal human beings, when anything could be further from the truth. So this allows all of these other radical, right-wing jackasses to get their campaigns started and rolling, to gather their own whatever kind of following they can in relative obscurity, while everybody is totally focused on the antics of the clownish buffoon Donald Trump. And let's not forget, and this is something that I want everybody to realize, someone who has business experience, even if we grant that Donald Trump has amazing business acumen and ignore the fact that he filed for bankruptcy several times and inherited the money to start his businesses in the first place, it has nothing to do with running a country. He has absolutely no idea what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to foreign policy. And that could be true for every other candidate in this race. So, remember that. That's all it is. It's a sideshow. It's a distraction. It's a big fucking clown show. So all of these other radical right-wing asshole fucks can get set up, put their tents up, gather their followers, and then when the time comes and the final reckoning happens, which I reckon to be Hillary Clinton versus Jeb Bush, still where my money lies. It's a real toss-up this time, though, folks, but I gotta go with the Bushes because they got more pull, they got more history, and they got more evil in their background pushing them. Now, Jeb is a bit of a mystery on some issues because he has largely stayed under the national spotlight. So if he does emerge as a frontrunner in this race and some more information comes out about him, it might be interesting to see exactly what makes him tick. And I'm sure the apple does not fall far from the tree when it comes to the Bushes. They probably all follow in the path of the satanic old man himself, George H.W., former head of the CIA, of which the CIA headquarters is named after. And you don't get that kind of thing from the CIA just because you're a good guy. No. He got that distinction because he kept his yap shut. He lied to Congress. He hid records. He burnt and shredded shit that he didn't want anybody to know about while he was director there. And they owe him a lot for that. So that's what I see happening here. And don't be fooled by this Donald Trump bullshit. It's just the clown show. You might as well buy a ticket to the fucking freak show and see the amazing half man, half woman, or the three-headed goat in a jar. Because that's exactly what Donald Trump is. Not a serious candidate, a sideshow barker, allowing all of his fellow radical asshole fucktards to set up their camp and get rolling. Now, on the other thing, I still have my GoFundMe campaign going. As I noted here and previously, I went through a very, very, very serious spate of depression, which really had me on the ropes real bad. Luckily, I am rolling back strong right now. I'm working full-time. I have my new job, which gave me a promotion at work. I'm still digging myself out of a hole. So if there is anybody that wants to contribute to me, I know so many of you have, and I can't even tell you how grateful I am. If there is anybody that still wants to try and help me out, there's the GoFundMe campaign, which I'll have a link to here, and you can also donate to me via my PayPal account at tenebrous@yahoo.com, TENEBROUST@yahoo.com, and that's through my PayPal. Right now I'm looking at some immediate issues which amount to about $500. My campaign at GoFundMe is for $5,000. I'm just a bit over $1,000 there. I'd still like to hit that goal, but I'm not going to come on here and make any more pleading, beg me videos. I did that while I was in the throes of really serious depression. But I still am in need, and anybody who does want to contribute, I would be so incredibly grateful. And I have had some wonderful people who have helped me from all over the world. Luxembourg, Australia, several other countries in Europe, and a lot of places around the United States. People who have sent me money via PayPal, my GoFundMe, and also mailed money to me. As I said, I'm going to make a thank you video to all of you, but I wanted to get back on the political track right now and tell you to just, if you're serious about following the campaigns, follow the people who aren't in the news and see what kind of bullshit they're doing. See what Hillary Clinton is doing. See what Jeb Bush is doing. See what some of these other bigger names are doing behind the scenes while Donald Trump is doing his fucking ridiculous freak show, sideshow antics to draw everybody's attention away. And let's not forget the Iran nuclear deal. Everybody, all these pundits on the right saying, oh, it's terrible.